Why don't I eat these all the time? Well, I mean, I know why, but like, damn. Hey there, and welcome to today's video. My name is Courtney, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, so I feel like today's video is kind of different almost to any video that I've ever done, because I've done videos before that have been centered and dedicated around one item, like Oreo taste testings, but even in those, they're very different. Like Oreos, like all of the different kinds of Oreos are very different. It's easy to compare and contrast. Where I think today's is going to be very interesting because it's all sorts of variations of one product, essentially. Sort of, kind of. I don't know. I think it's just going to be a very interesting one. So before I get into this video, there is something I also kind of want to settle real quick, or have just a real quick discussion about, and it's Reese's Pieces. Okay, so I could not tell you why. I could not tell you what led to this. I couldn't tell you the origin, any of the such, but my entire life, up until rather recently, I called them Reese's Pieces. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. Nobody's ever corrected me. It's not like it's like a favorite candy of mine, so it's not like I talk about it all the time or anything like that, but no one ever corrected me. Until my friend Marta, who has been on this channel before and done videos with me before, the one time I said it to her, she goes, "I'm sorry, Reese's what?" And I said, "Reese's Pieces." And just, "Reese's what?" And I don't know why I never thought to actually just like look at the word, because the word is very clearly pieces. But yeah, I've said Reese's Pieces all my life. So if I say that in this video, you know why. But it also, I would love to know, is there anybody else who says it? Because if there is, that would be really cool to make me feel not alone in saying Reese's Pieces. I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. But with that being said, let's jump into this taste testing. And the first item is Reese's Pieces eggs. Okay, so I've had Reese's Pieces before, obviously, and I'm tasting these to see if they're just like the giant versions. I'm guessing they are. I already love the packaging. I think this is adorable. The little pop open is too cute. Oh, and the colors are pretty. I like the colors a lot. Okay, so first off, I forgot how good Reese's Pieces are. Like, they really are really good. The crunch on the outside is just phenomenal. But I think I like these better than regular because there's a ton more peanut butter inside. And I never thought I would say this, but I like them better with more peanut butter than the ratio that they normally have. All right, good to know. Okay, so next up, this is something I honestly don't really even need to actually taste test, but they are Reese's Take 5. And if you have ever, in your entire life, even if it was like 5 years ago or 10 years ago, had a Take 5 bar, you have had a Reese's Take 5 bar. So I think it is super interesting how this actually all went about. So Take 5 has always included, Take 5 has always been pretzels, caramel, peanut butter, peanuts, and chocolate bar. That's what a Take 5 has always been. And it has always included Reese's peanut butter because it's made by the Hershey's company. So the peanut butter included in it is the peanut butter from Reese's. However, Take 5 has not been a popular candy bar. I've never noticed it be popular. I've never really heard people be like, "Oh, Take 5 is my favorite candy bar." I wouldn't really see them a lot at checkouts at different places. But a couple years ago, I think it was actually 2 years ago now, they rebranded to make it known that the peanut butter in this bar is Reese's peanut butter. And all of a sudden, I started seeing them everywhere. And I may not have noticed them just because the packaging before, it originally was, I believe, this like silvery type of package. I could be wrong. There was like original packaging, and then in the past few years, they switched to this like all black with like big pieces of pretzels and like big swirls of peanut butter and stuff on the packaging, and then they finally switched to this. And I think what they tried to do was like rebrand the packaging and make it look cool, and even then it probably didn't sell very well. And then they finally were like, you know what, just put the Reese's name on it, see what happens. And it's been 2 years now and they have not switched back. So I'm gonna eat one just for like shits and gigs, even though I know these are fantastic. But if you've never had a Take 5 bar before, I mean, think about it. Let me just read this to you again. Pretzels, good. Caramel, good. Peanut butter, good. Peanuts, good. Chocolate, good. In this bar. Now, if you don't like any of those mentioned things, I'm not really sure why you're watching this video. I feel like I was gonna say like if you're allergic to peanuts or you don't like peanuts, but like I feel like if that's the case, you probably wouldn't have clicked on this video in the first place. So there's also 3 of like these size bars on the inside. It's even better than I remember. Why don't I eat these all the time? Well, I mean, I know why, but like, damn. All right, so next up is something that's not on the newer side, at least that I know of, but I've never personally had it, so I'm gonna take a wild guess and say a lot of people watching may have never tried it, and the whole point of this is to taste his Reese's in different forms. So next up are Reese's Sticks. All right, and so this says milk chocolate, peanut butter, and crispy wafers. I have a feeling I'm really going to like this because I love wafer type things. I love Butterfinger simply for the texture. Okay, also, question. If you like Butterfinger, if you're a Butterfinger lover, did you notice when the formula changed? So they changed their recipe. I want to say it was almost like 2 years ago now. And I definitely noticed. I had friends who definitely noticed. And so I am super curious if anybody else noticed when Butterfinger changed the recipe and whether or not you liked the change. Good change, bad change, what are your thoughts? Okay, and I have to personally say I don't like the change, but I would love to know your thoughts. All right, so these wafer, oh, I'm imagining these to be like Nutty Buddies, but these are definitely like a bit on the thinner side, but same thickness that way. So like thinner this way, same thickness that way. Okay, this is the kind of thing that's really, really good. Like for what it is, it's really good. But because I've had a Nutty Buddy before, and I know how good Nutty Buddies are, I know that I like Nutty Buddies better. I personally think they're a lot better than this. So it's not to say that these are bad. Like, this was absolutely delicious, and I will most definitely finish this package. Ooh, this could be a troublesome taste testing for me afterwards. Anyways, but if somebody said, would you prefer a Nutty Buddy or would you prefer a pack of these, I would take the Nutty Buddy. So take that for what you will. And I don't even really know if there's a specific reason. They both have very similar flavors. I think if anything, the Reese's just has like just a teeny smidgen more chocolate, and that tiny bit extra chocolate is enough to make the Nutty Buddy one better, which I find very interesting. See, this is the second one where I am liking the more peanut butter to chocolate ratio than I personally would have thought for myself, because I mean, chocolate's my life. Like, it's what I do for a living. So, but whatever. All right, let's move. I'm so excited for the next one. All right, so the item that is next up is brand new. I think it came out for the Easter season, but I'm fingers crossed because I'm assuming this is going to be good. And I know I shouldn't assume because we all know what assuming does, but I'm already assuming that this is going to be good. So my fingers are crossed that this is not just for Easter and it's going to stay. But again, maybe I shouldn't do that till I actually try it. So it is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups Mallow-Top Marshmallow Flavored Cream with Milk Chocolate. Okay, is it just me or is it kind of weird that when you say, like, this is one word, like, I feel like typically people say, like, Mallow-Top, but when you say marshmallow, you say it more like mellow and not mallow. I don't know many people that say marshmallow. Maybe you're supposed to say marshmallow. Never mind. I'm gonna try it now. Okay, so obviously it has the 2 layers, and that's like the whole concept. Okay, so that was really good. You definitely get a good marshmallow flavor with the Reese cup flavor, so it's really nice, but I personally love marshmallow flavored things. Like, not specifically marshmallows themselves, like I'm not a huge fan of like actual marshmallows and Peeps, but marshmallow flavored things, like even on s'mores, I like them better when it's like melty and melted into a s'more. But marshmallow flavored things, so like marshmallow topping that you put on ice cream, or not too long ago I had a marshmallow, was it a marshmallow and mocha coffee, I don't know, whatever it was phenomenal. So I personally love like a marshmallow flavoring and would not mind if the layer of marshmallow in this was thicker so that it overpowered a little bit more. But if there was, like I said, it would overpower. So I think they did a really nice job of balancing all three of the flavors where you get a little bit of each. But I think I wouldn't be mad if they came out with like a marshmallow lover's cup and did a thicker layer of the marshmallow on it, because it does add a really nice flavor to the peanut butter cup. I definitely quite enjoyed these. Okay, and so the final two items are not really a taste test. And here's why, because they're both Reese's pretzel things. I've got a Reese's pretzel big cup here, and then the Reese's pretzel miniature cups here. And they're not really a taste test because, I mean, let's think about this logically. Chocolate and peanut butter together, good. Peanut butter and pretzels together, good. Chocolate and pretzels together, good. All three together, I don't really see a world where it's not good. Like I don't foresee there being any way these aren't really good. So my testing is more of whether or not the big cup or the miniature cup is better. So this is a lot of assumptions that I'm making in this video, but I guess that's just the kind of faith I have in one of my absolute favorite candies. And do not tell my father that, because chocolate's what I do for a living, so we're not going to tell him that this may be one of my favorite chocolates of all time. Okay, that ripped beautifully. Alright, so they do say pretzels in the wrapper, so you would not, if there was like a bowl of them, they would not get mistaken. They do say pretzels. I mean, you'd have to look, but still. Oh, and they're like bright yellow in comparison to their normal gold wrappers. Well, I'm kind of sad. I don't really I got the crunch of the pretzel, but I didn't really taste pretzel. You can definitely tell on top that it's a lot more textured than a normal Reese's cup. Okay, so decision is easy. I definitely like the big cup better, but the consensus is actually rather mutual in that neither of them have big enough pretzel pieces. Now, I understand why they probably need to be super small for these. That makes sense. But I wish they would have had bigger chunks of the pretzel in the big cup, because when you eat the Reese's Take 5, there are whole of these waffle pretzels. This kind of pretzel, there is a whole one of that in every single one of these little pieces of Take 5. There might even be two. So in comparison to that, I would have liked so much more pretzel texture and flavor. Like if they had just somehow been able to shove one entire pretzel into the middle of this, I think that would have been better. Not to say these are bad, they're definitely good. The big cup's better because you just get more of that texture and crunchiness, but you don't taste the pretzel in the same way that you do in the Take 5, where the whole pretzel is there. You taste it, you crunch into it, there's bits of it. Whereas in these two, they kind of get lost in the mass of peanut butter. So I almost jinxed myself in a way, because I didn't end up liking them as much. I mean, no, to be fair, I said there's no world in which I could see them being bad. And I was right about that. They're not bad. They're just, I don't think they're as good as I was hoping. So I think to round out this video with my final thoughts, I would say I did not realize or remember how superior Take 5s are. And if I could leave you with one thing from this video, it is if you have never had a Take 5, please go do yourself a favor and try one. And I would have to say that, like, tied and very followed closely by are both the marshmallow cups and the Reese's sticks. These were both really good. I don't know if no, they're both really good. I could not choose which one of these I liked better. So I would say, even though, because, all right, so if you've watched my videos before and you know, I try to save what I'm hoping is going to be the best for last, which is why I saved these pretzel things for last. So I was sadly wrong in this video. I did not save the best for last. I would say that Take 5 is my favorite. These two are tied, and these two are, no, like that. That's my order. Oh, and these things, wait, oh shit. I feel like these are almost in a category of their own. Is that cheating if I say that? Alright, so that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I would love to know your thoughts on Reese's. What are your favorite, least favorite? Do you even like Reese's? Like, did you watch this whole video and you actually hate Reese's? Because I honestly think that would be hysterical. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll stick around for the next one. Oh my god, I'm so excited for the next video. I am unboxing an international candy taste testing, but like, I'm unboxing it. I have a box that was sent to me. I have not opened it yet, so I'm going to taste test what's in it, but I have no idea what's in it. And I'm so excited, as you can tell. So yeah, with that being said, I will see you in that next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.